Mini money is like a small.
Come again?
Mini money.
Mini money.
Yes. Mini money is like a small ceremony. So you know.
Oh,
so instead of having a
Seri is big, mini is small. Oh God. Welcome to the show for today, and of course, I'm not alone. It's been a long while. I sat down with someone on the dashboard. You can see her face already. She's how do you explain someone that doesn't need light? When she enters a room, in a dark room, for example, everybody just glows. Back in the day, they used to call her glow. Okay, I have my friend, a friend of almost 20 years, right?
Am I that old?
Are you that old?
Am I that old? 20 years.
Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, first off, if this happens to be your very first time on the show, this is the dashboard with OJ. And if you are, first of all, let me give a shout out to old timers, those who come here every other time, you know, to have a short time with us here. I really do appreciate you guys. But if this happens to be your very first time on this show, a very big welcome to you. My name is Ojay Aito. And if you're yet to subscribe to the channel, okay, hit the subscribe button. And also, there's a bell beside it. You hit that bell.
Oh,
you don't know how to ring bell. You didn't go to Sele?
No.
You never attended Sele?
I'm Methodist.
You're Methodist. So, guys, I have here with me a friend of mine. We've been friends for many years now. Back in school. Don't ask us what we studied in school, because what we studied in school,
I'm not even relate.
We're not even close to it in any way. In any way. Let's tell them, right? We studied chemistry, industrial chemistry. I'm a journalist. I'm a media person. And she, guess what she is? Can you give a guess? Looking at her right now. She's not in her usual, is this the dress for you? You just die. But right now, she's very laid back right now. But she's an event planner. Is that what you call yourself? Is that what you guys call? Day of
coordinator.
Come again?
Day of coordinator.
Me, bro.
Day of coordinator.
Day of coordinator. What in the world does that mean? Day of coordinator. I thought you were an event planner.
Or
it's an event planning is the umbrella name for.
Yes. So day of coordination is an aspect of event planning.
Okay.
But so what we do, we are like the people that we're like the ones that do all the coordinating, bringing everybody together. So basically, an event planner would be with you from start till the day of execution.
Okay.
But what we do, we come in like a month to your event or some weeks to your event, and then we help you do all the other runarounds that you need to do, speak to your vendors, and then on the day of your event, we are there from the beginning. We are receiving vendors. We're making sure that the vendors are doing everything that you've contracted them to do. So we are basically for the DIY people, the people that are doing it themselves, that don't want to go to an event planner. So they want to get their vendors themselves, or they already have vendors that they want to use. And they want to do most of the planning themselves and then pass it on to a professional, us, to handle
for
on
that
the day. Yes.
So that, for example,
so that they can rest and enjoy the moment.
So a lady or a bride to be on a wedding day wouldn't have to be worried about, say,
where's this vendor?
The food is not there. The photographer is not around. The MC.
Did everything she say she's bringing? Did she bring it?
Okay.
The MC is not
more like
here
a quality control person.
Yes, exactly.
Oh, wow.
And then to make sure that everything that you have contracted them to do, you're doing. So would have had that conversation with the bride from the very beginning. She tells us if there's a contract, and if there's no contract, of course, we would advise her to get a contract so that we're not calling to say, oh, is this what you told the vendor? We already know what you have agreed with the vendor.
Written on paper, right?
Yes, exactly. We have a vendors meeting to make sure that everybody knows what you're supposed to do when you're supposed to do it. We have timelines for the vendors. We have timelines for your wedding party.
Okay.
and all of that, just so everybody is in sync.
So it's as if, okay, so your own, how will I put it now, your own niche, it's just one.
It's an aspect of event planning.
And there's money in all these things people are doing. There's almost every...
we are not as expensive as the event planners, of course, because you have done some of the work, and then we were just coming to put all of that work you have done together to make sure that everything that you have worked for, you see it, it's beautiful, it's memorable, it's professional. So that you're not going around saying, oh, what is this? What have I not done? Or why is my guest standing? Why is my guest not eating? You're just enjoying the moment, and we're doing the work.
Taking care of everything.
Exactly.
The background, the dashboard.
Exactly.
Oh, wow.
Exactly.
Wow. Why is it's as if every lady in Lagos, every Nkechi and Chinyere is into event planning?
Well, everybody's I wouldn't know about everybody being into event planning. I do know that.
So it's like it takes away the professionalism from your job.
Well, you are right, because every Tom, Dick, and Harry is...
Don't put Tom and Dick.
every Tom, Dick, and Harry.
No, there are no guys here.
We have guys in event planning.
99.7% of event planners are ladies, right?
Wrong.
Oh.
There are guys that are event planners. And then let's not forget that event planning is quite different from just... Event planning is so huge.
It's like general
There's
term.
so much, there's so much that can be done. Yeah. But I wouldn't say I don't know about every woman. I'm an event planner. I have been hands-on. I have the experience. I've worked, I've worked 7 years with a known event company.
Oh, wow.
I was on my own before I went to work with the company to gain more experience. So I have hands-on experience.
So give or take 10 years experience.
Exactly.
Wow.
So I have hands-on experience, and I know that I can do it professionally. I don't know about any other person out there. So.
Oh, okay. So you're a professional in this business.
Exactly.
Okay. Wow. That's awesome.
Thank you.
So she's talking so formally. This girl is not formal at all. Come on. So we're in a period where, as at December last year, every event planner had crazy ideas for the year 2020.
Sure.
People in Dubai had the Expo 2020 to organize. People in Nigeria had, one event or the other to organize, and nobody saw this pandemic coming. Nobody saw it, and because we didn't see it coming, we didn't know how to plan ahead or how to navigate. So it's like every day we wake up, we tweak here, we tweak there, we change here, we change there, and it's taking a toll on almost all businesses, maybe except for the food business and a few other businesses that right now experiencing a boom. But for event planners, can you just tell me secretly, nobody's watching us right now.
Yeah,
just tell me, how much have you made in the past 3 months?
To be honest, I've not made anything. I haven't made anything. And that's because we're in the era of social distancing.
Yeah.
And then we know that for a very long time, we've had a particular way of having events in the country.
No, not just in the country, all over the world.
All over the world.
Yeah.
But I would like to talk about Nigeria.
Okay.
So, well, anyways, there's a particular way to do events, especially weddings in the country. And
start by buying O&Bears. Then
Ashwebi, having like 500 guests, and then coronavirus. Yes.
Expensive halls.
Then coronavirus hit us somehow, and then we're still trying to find ways where we can have safe events, I believe.
How do you want to have safe events? For example, you say you kiss the bride now, the guy's wearing masks, the baby's wearing masks. Now, how do you want to kiss the bride?
And they don't kiss. But I think before then, they must have had their tests and all that. I don't think they will be having coronavirus to have a wedding. They won't be that sick. I mean, and they're going to be living together anyways after the wedding.
Whether they like it or not,
they have to kiss, yes.
Oh, okay.
And then, I think that's it.
You think what it is?
I think that's what it is.
Okay, so people still are still getting wedded. We see cases where, you know, you just have a few people gather, you know, and they call it wedding now. And there are some crazy ideas as a result of innovation where people now stream their weddings or their events via Zoom, internet, and what have you, Skype. How has that been? And who introduced this idea of having parties online on Zoom?
Well, I wouldn't know who introduced that, but I think that's, for now, that's like one of the safest ways to actually have an event that is very important for you to have.
Okay.
And if you feel like you don't want to push it forward or postpone the event, if you think you want to have it now, I think having an online kind of event or wedding is the safest.
It still looks ridiculous to me when I see, for example, a wedding event going on and you see the bride and the groom, you know, before the priest and
online,
and the only two people who are the witnesses, maybe the parents of each couple and all of that, or sorry, the parents of the couple, and we all are watching from online. So I heard some time ago that they also share food, like the event's holding online, but they share food physically. Literally take food to every guest that they invited to the online party. Is that not crazy?
Well, I wouldn't say it's crazy.
Okay.
I believe that that's what the couple wants to do.
Okay.
And if it's within their budget.
I believe that you are the ones, you people like you, that brought that option for them.
Well, some people would like to feed their guests.
Even the online guests who are not dressed, who didn't buy ashwebi.
No, they don't need to. You don't need to buy ashwebi to eat.
No.
At a party.
You didn't hear washo or jesemo. You didn't hear that.
No. The asho is for gifts.
Okay.
It's not for food.
Oh.
Yes. I've never heard that. Washo, semo, something like that. I've never heard it before. I know that asho, if you buy ashwebi, you get gifts.
Okay, souvenir.
Yes.
Okay.
I don't know about food. And I think that some people would like to feed their guests. It's just that, I don't know. People would like to feed their guests.
It's not
even just food.
Okay.
Drinks. I mean, I think what you're talking about is a virtual wedding.
Yeah.
Really. So, if you have put together a budget before,
okay,
right, and if you have paid a caterer to cook, and then you feel like you don't want to postpone and the date is upon us or upon you at the moment, and you just want to do something, you want to...
So that this caterer will not go and resign from her business and say she has relocated or she has left.
Well, apart from that, some people just feel, despite coronavirus, I want to be with my spouse to be. I want us to move forward with this.
You can't let corona to hold us down from our destiny.
Okay. Anyways, exactly. So I think a virtual wedding would take place. And a virtual wedding, they're mostly online, and there are ways you can spice up your virtual wedding. So you can tell your guests, like, when you're coming online, you can give them like dress code. I mean,
hey,
yes, you can tell them that, can you wear something, even if you don't want to give them dress code, if you tell them, can you dress up, wear something nice?
I don't understand.
To your makeup.
Whatever
it would give you, it would give a guest the time to actually, or the opportunity to actually dress up. I mean, a lot of us have been at home, no makeup, nothing. We don't even do our hair. So that will give us an opportunity to go back, dig into our makeup, dig into our wardrobes.
So to what essence will this makeup?
It's just looking nice.
For who?
And you're doing it for your friend or for whoever it is that has invited you.
Will your friend be seeing you?
Yes, no. It's a video conferencing.
And what I'm saying is that your friend is busy having a nice time with her husband.
No, but you can record these videos and
then
watch it later.
Everybody that's streamed currently streaming.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And then, like I was saying, if you already have a caterer doing food, if you had fixed the dates before and you have paid the caterer, I think you can get the caterer to pack the foods and get someone to help drop off the food at different locations.
That's creating jobs for people.
For dispatch people.
Dispatch riders and the cook and everybody. In some sense.
Makes
So I
sense,
was
yes.
advising someone the other day on one of my posts that rather than you having a restaurant and thinking about putting air conditions and nice furniture in the restaurants, you should probably at this period invest more into Okadas and dispatch riders,
Ride.
because people will not come into your restaurant anytime soon.
Yes, I think that a lot of people are doing that already.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people are doing that. That's because you cannot come and sit in to eat. Yeah, I think a lot of people are doing that. And if you're not doing that, please do that. It's a way of getting revenue.
So for people who must wed, they must get married without thinking about or putting too much thought to the consequences of the pandemic. How do you think, or what's the right question, Seth? What are the best options for people who think that they must get wedded during this period of the lockdown, and either partial lockdown, full lockdown, or fair?
Right now in Lagos, I think we're still on partial lockdown, and we're not having any kind of gathering.
We've kind of socially disengaged from this thing.
True, but let's not also forget that social distancing is very important.
We have 2 meters between us. That was intentional.
Okay, great.
Is this 2 meters?
I hope it
This is 1 meter. This is 2 meters. So
I
there's
hope
2
it
meters.
is. Okay. Anyways, so there are different ways you can actually have your wedding in this period of social distancing. We've talked about the virtual wedding where you stream online and then you invite your guests. You can send them their ID, send the details, let them know what platform you're using. There's so many platforms out there. Give them details, and then if you want them to dress up and look good, you let them know, and your priest, and then maybe your witnesses, your close, maybe your parents and all of that. Even they can also stream online. Yeah, so virtual weddings is actually having everybody stream online. There's nothing, it's just the couple that are going to be in the same place. And then there are ways you can actually jazz up your virtual wedding. You can have like a background for pictures, something really beautiful, so that when people are looking at you, they see that background and all of that. And then, like you said, you can distribute food and drinks, and then when it's time for food and drink, people can.
That's ridiculous part. Must I wait for the time to start eating?
And then if you don't have to,
must I wait for the time for reception to start eating?
Well,
it sounds
that will
ridiculous.
be that depends on the couple.
Would they
And
tell,
if they say
would they
there'll
dare
be a
tell
time,
people not to eat at whatever time?
You can eat your
or
own
will you tell the
food.
rider to just skip the food till time?
Well, that depends on timing. You can have different dispatch riders drop off the food.
Yeah.
Yes. And then when it's time for them to eat, you can tell them. You can also have an MC that would help coordinate all of this.
Or by a DJ.
You can have a DJ for music.
Wow.
Yes, they're virtual DJs.
So this works in the flow, man.
Exactly.
They're still dropping this thing.
Exactly.
And we are here for them now.
Exactly.
Yeah, now. I'm listening.
That's basically what virtual wedding is about. Everything is done
virtually.
Yes, online. And then we have something called the micro wedding.
Okay.
Micro wedding is when you do like something small, it's actually called a tiny wedding, really.
Okay.
You have like not more than 20 people gathered.
Okay.
Of course, you maintain social distancing. If you're setting up your table, you make sure that your chairs are 2 meters apart. Okay. You make sure that you have sanitizer bottles all over the place. Instead
of having soft drinks, just put sanitizer bottles.
You can also have soft drinks, and well, you make sure you have sanitizer bottles on the table. You get a priest that would come and bless the union, and then it's just your intimate friends that you can bring, but you don't exceed 20.
Intimate friends have been tested, that have been proven not to have the virus.
Yes, because as you're coming in, you have I don't know what that thing is called, to check your temperature.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's the Bluetooth temperature reader.
Okay. And then
thermometer.
If the person is fit to be inside, the person comes inside. And you just let them know that it's something very intimate. They shouldn't come with anybody, I guess. But with this kind of wedding, you cannot exceed 20 people, and I think that's basically the number of people that we can have in the gathering right now at the moment.
Yeah.
Yes,
I think so.
So that's what it's about. And then you can have you can get a caterer, but no buffet. Buffet is not safe for this period because you have plenty of people touching the same item, so no buffet. And you can have your drinks person, you can have a DJ, you can have a dance floor.
That's for this
but not everybody
tiny
dancing. Yes, for the tiny wedding.
So
you
we
can all
dance.
be there.
We take our time to dance. I'll go first, then someone else will come.
And it's just the couple.
Just the couple.
Dance. Yes, you guys can be somewhere else, saying, "Oh, girl, yes, yes, no spraying of money, nothing."
Oh, just forward the money to their account.
So that's basically what a micro wedding is.
Okay.
And there's something called a mini money. A mini money is like a small.
Come again?
Mini money.
Mini money.
Yes, mini money is like a small ceremony. So you know.
Oh,
so instead of having a
Seri is big, mini is small. Oh God, hey.
That's just
Things
the term.
That's
just the term we're using right now.
Money. Okay.
Yeah. So
right. So
you get a priest to come and bless your union.
Okay.
And that's it. And then you would
no DJ, no MC,
nothing. You'll push the reception till much later. That's if you want something really nice. You must have a big wedding, but you still want to do your marriage vows. You
so that you just don't wait. So I continue to keep person. You understand? So you know, this thing is not easy, Sha.
Yeah.
It's not easy.
Exactly.
Not easy.
So you do that.
Allow.
You do that. Wedding vows.
Yeah.
You would exchange your vows, and then you postpone the reception till later.
So it's just like imagine when they say reception follows immediately. This one reception follows.
Reception.
No, it
Much
follows
later.
10 months later. Oh my
whenever.
God. Hey God,
much later when
things
they've
have
lifted up.
changed.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. So basically, those are like the 3 kind of weddings you can have at this time.
Okay.
At this time, hopefully, the government will will give us guidelines on what to follow to have like a bigger kind of wedding or a bigger kind of gatherings.
Okay. Recently started up your own, outfits. Less than a few weeks now. What do you think right now sets you apart from every other person? I know you've spoken about how professional you are as regards your day of the coordinator. I got it.
Day of coordination.
Coordination.
I am a day of coordinator.
Okay.
I provide day of coordination service.
Okay. So she's a day of coordinator. She provides day of coordination service. Yes. Mm-hmm. So first of all, what's the name of your brand? L Weddings?
L Weddings Services.
Okay. So what stands L Weddings out from every other,
I believe that L Wedding Services is the first of its kind day of coordination service in Nigeria.
Oh, really?
Because basically what we have in Nigeria are full-time event planners.
Okay.
So
you are the first of your kind in this niche?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
I believe so, yes. And basically, I think that's one of the things that set us apart in the event industry. And then we enjoy working with the do-it-yourself couples that have their own, maybe they have friends that they want to support their businesses. They want them to come in and do something for their wedding.
Okay.
But then they need someone that would coordinate all of these people together.
That would,
put everything together to create like a very beautiful day. And then that's where we come in. So, and then I believe we are much cheaper than the
so
event
that's
planner.
your unique selling point. Yeah,
we are out there.
Affordable.
We're out there for the people that are budget conscious.
Okay.
They are budget conscious, but then they still want something. They still want a touch of professionalism on their event day. Yes.
Wow. So, for example, now, let's just say I don't have plans for wedding. So let's just say the person has plans for 100 people. So how much will you charge? Just give me an estimate.
Well, I actually cannot do that because then it depends on the scope of work that the person is expecting from us. So we have different packages.
Okay.
We have the vendor scouting and procurement package.
Say it again.
Vendor scouting and procurement package.
Okay.
So that package is where we help you look for all the vendors for the different categories you want. We give you like 3 different vendors, and then we let you know what their cost is. We let you know their terms and conditions. We do all of that work for you, and then you pick what you want.
Oh.
Yes, and then we can also have a vendors meeting to make sure everybody knows what they're supposed to be doing when they're supposed to do it. We have the peace of mind package.
Yes. What does that mean? Peace of mind package.
The peace of mind package is
For me, young badun. No package.
You have done the work. Yes.
Okay.
And then we come in like 4 weeks to like 6 weeks to 4 weeks to your wedding.
Okay.
And then we take over completely.
What do you mean by take over?
We take over completely. You give us your vendors' details. No, you give us the vendors' details.
Okay.
You let us know what you have agreed with each vendor.
Okay.
We go to your venue. We do like a walkthrough around your venue, so that we can speak to the decorator, especially. And we are there when the decorator is there to set up. We don't leave until the decorator has broken down. Yeah, so we are there on the day of the event proper, from the beginning, maybe, from the very beginning. We are there to welcome the vendors as they're coming in. So we are telling them where to set up, where to do all of that. We give you a floor plan of your venue, so you know, every vendor knows where they're supposed to be. Yeah, we give you timelines. We give you timelines for your bridal party. We do all of that work for you, just to make sure that everything is seamless for you, and you don't have to worry about anything. Even family drama, we take care of that. Yes.
Oh, seriously?
That's why it's a peace of mind package.
Oh goodness, please, we're running out of time, so I need to drop your social media handle, and then you have a website too that goes with it.
Yes, I do. So,
and how many weeks already have these things? Quickly.
So our website is www.elsweddingsng.com.
Els Wedding, can you spell it?
That's ELLE Weddings with an S.
Okay, weddings.com. Okay, ng.com.
Yes, and then Instagram handle is L_weddings_ng, and then we also have a Twitter handle, L Wedding.
Lizzie Okorie.
Yes, please.